Adirondack Bigfoot. We made it to the New York State Fair here in Syracuse, New York. Why are we here? Well, Chuck has Dack, the Adirondack Bigfoot body, on display, and we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see if it's real. We're gonna see what's going on. Hopefully capture some video and pictures. First things first at every fair, fried dough. Let's put something in the belly. Let's check out some live animals before we go see the corpse. Not only did we get to see the body, we also got to interact with Snake, the owner of the body, and then also a couple patrons. They're going to tell us what they saw before we enter in and see what we see. This is the building. We made it. I'm a little nervous and excited. Let's see my first real Bigfoot. Be optimistic. Let's see.
The fur is very fluffy, like dyed lamb's wool. It should be smooth like a chimpanzee's or gorillas. And the pictures we've seen of Bigfoot, because it looks like dyed wool, very fluffy, which would catch on every vine and pricker bush going for the woods.
Right.
That didn't make sense. It says it's 8 feet tall, but it looks like it's 6.5. The toenails are trimmed, which a wild animal would be curled over. The hands look like the knuckles. It wasn't in a fight, because the knuckles are all torn up, but the fingernails are long, like they should be. The face looks like it's plastic. It would be coated it with plastic to preserve it, but most of the taxidermy animals you see, they don't have that plastic tool.
Right.
So it's iffy, but they've got the article right on the bottom there from the newspaper that he found at the Adirondack. He was drawn to there by the big stench. And then a veterinarian went and took out all the innards, packed salt in so it wouldn't decay.
Oh, okay.
But again, the big thing is the lamb's wool looking fur. I can't believe it. A wild animal would have that.
Right.
Bears don't have it. They got a thick pelt. Everything goes smooth. So, the brush doesn't tangle on it.
Well, Patty don't have hair like that.
Pardon?
Patty don't have hair like that.
Right.
The original film that we have, the Patterson film, the original
That makes
Bigfoot.
me suspicious of it.
Yeah.
But my buddy dowsed out that it is something. But he said it had like Neanderthal brows on it, but it doesn't really have a pronounced brow like the Bigfoot had. So whatever it is. But they're getting more sightings now in Ohio and Illinois because they've had it with all the fires out west. They're moving more east. In New York State, they find the Bigfoot up at Whitehall during the berry picking season.
Yeah.
So we got them here.
Yeah, we do. Thank you. Appreciate you sharing.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
See
great.
there, you're recording?
Yep.
There's me with the body there.
Yep.
And this is as close as we got it because you're out there a little ways, but this is where the towers hit it, right there in the Adirondack Wilderness area.
Okay.
Which if you move out, south of Moose River Mountain, west of Bandara and Old Fort. So just west of that is where we got our specimen there.
I love it.
I'm sorry. Yep.
Great.
And then we have the body in here, which had some taxidermy and cut from here down and just kind of like salvage this thing because when we got it, it was decomposing and it was just putrid, smelly. You didn't really want to be by it for very long.
Sure.
So we had to go out, make some phone calls, bring 3 friends in and lay down a tarp, push the body on it, and then drag it about 8 miles out of the brush.
Wow.
And then we were able to like I said, do the taxidermy, and it's been since last November until recently just getting the body prepped and ready for showing, including doing polymers and oils and ointments on the skin so that the decay would slow down.
Sure.
We did find that it's mostly all anatomically like human. The adaptations have been like living outside, the fur, the height, the strength, the stride it has. Those are all obviously different. We've kind of adapted for more, family and city life and all of that. They have more, in our eyes, nomadic lifestyle. Which we found this bone inside of the Bigfoot, which is a reproductive bone, and that we believe, similar to other mammals who have it, which would be like a polar bear or raccoons, they don't really mate for a family unit. They kind of mate for like just to procreate, and it's an aggressive act, so that helps procreate.
Sure.
And so it was interesting. We had a couple other Bigfoot experts from New York State here.
Yeah.
You want to see Norman and Dean. Dean's from the southern part of the state, and Norman goes around up in the Adirondacks a lot too. He's been on Monsters and Myths, shows like that.
Yeah.
And they both came in and looked at it and were like, that's an adolescent, which also helps justify that it's probably, maybe it might have been a mating thing that happened.
Sure.
We also looked at the footprints we got, and it looks like there was a bigger Sasquatch at the area too, which I didn't put two and two together because I just saw a dead body.
Yeah.
Now we think that there was an altercation.
Oh, wow.
And that's why this Sasquatch wound up in where it was.
Right.
In this case right now. So that it opens a whole nother Pandora's box of they're violent, they're aggressive towards each other. How do we fit into the puzzle?
Or the mating and then the violence, or maybe there was something there. Like,
it could have been this male was feeling himself and approached an older, stronger female, and she wasn't having it, or she used and abused him, and then bludgeoned him afterwards.
Wow.
Which
I love it.
Maybe they do that because they don't want this male to then go after their kids or something like that. Competition, scarcity. We did send some of the DNA, fur and blood, fecal matter to some labs. The only one that we were able to push through was a veterinarian bio-DNA lab at Cornell. So it's not their actual human genome, but they were able to process it as best they can and show that basically this has more Neanderthal DNA. We all have some Neanderthal DNA. But this has a lot more. So, in my limited insight, and from people who I've been talking to, like when we did separate 40,000 plus years ago from Neanderthal, we kind of diverged on two different paths where humans became more city dwelling and family and community based, and they became more wilderness driven and more adapted that way. So that's the bits and pieces we've been able to put together so far. And of the people who've been coming to the fair from Adirondack Park, a lot of them have seen sightings in the fall.
Sure.
Particularly October, November, and in the evening.
And that's when you stumbled across this one, right? In the October. Yeah.
So there's been a lot of correlating information we've been gathering, and so there might be a migration happening through Adirondack Park around that time of the year. It could be they're a little more active, maybe because winter's coming. Maybe it's a mating thing. Mate and then hibernate, or we don't know exactly what the process is, but everyone I've talked to said up there in the fall activity, and then around January, February, everything quiets down.
Right.
So,
same. I've heard the same. Well, I appreciate you sharing.
Thanks so much.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
I really appreciate Snake taking the time out, giving us some commentary on this video. So that means a lot. I appreciate his time, and I did a very analytical video where we break this down, what he says compared to what we see. So check out the other video. It's super important, and we get a real good understanding of my thoughts, beliefs, and analytics. So let's take a look here. Let me know your thoughts. What are you thinking when you look into his eyes, when you see his nose, his fur, his body? What are you thinking? Please share below. I'll get back with you. I'll respond to every comment, I promise. Let's take this in.